Hi, this is Mike Regan with TranzAct's 2-minute warning for the week of April 9th. You know, last week I had the opportunity to visit with Bill Meehan. Now, Bill is a dear friend and also a first-rate transportation logistics professional. And while he retired from his company several years ago, he has stayed active by being involved in some very important supply chain consulting projects. Now, one of the reasons Bill loves these projects is because he said it's like a monkey puzzle. I was like, what? He said, yeah, Mike. He said, you know, did you ever look at those old monkey puzzles? And somebody would say, how many monkeys are in that puzzle? And some would say 3 monkeys, others would say 6 monkeys. He said, you know, Mike, I look at that and there are 15 monkeys in that puzzle. And the reason he brought that up is because he was talking about the need to have a holistic view as you look at these supply chain projects. Now, why do I mention this? Well, some of you have gotten back to us and said, you know, Mike, we love your 2-minute warnings and the fact that you include some tips for how we can reduce our transportation costs. But, you know, we want to take a look at a comprehensive transportation spend management project. So are there some things we should look at if we want to consider this project? And in fact, there are 3 things we want you to do. The first one we want you to do is to get a great benchmark analysis that helps you understand where you're at relative to the marketplace today. Now, some of you hear that and you go, wow, that sounds complicated. Folks, I'm here to tell you, it's real simple. We can give you a list of data elements that we need here at TranzAct, and then we can run those data elements through our proprietary benchmark model and give you back a first-rate analysis that will tell you, here's where we're at today. Now, once we know where we're at, the second thing we want to do is work with you on what we call a strategic assessment analysis. Wow, is that complicated? No, it's not. What we like to do is to spend some time with you and your team as you describe how your supply chain works. And then using some time-tested and some very direct and targeted questions, we can get a further understanding of what you're doing and where your company would like to go. What would you like to see in order to have an efficient and effective supply chain? And that leads us to the third area. Once we've done that analysis, then we can take a look at prioritizing which projects we're going to tackle first. Now you say, what do you mean, Mike? Well, let's say this analysis says that there are 10 to 15 areas that may yield savings. What we want to see you do is direct your resources to those projects that have the biggest bang for the buck. That's right. Gives you the highest dollar value in the shortest period of time. Now, with each 2-minute warning, we want to remind you, we're on your team and we're here to help. So if you have some comments or some questions or want more information about this benchmarking, strategic assessment analysis, or this project prioritization capability that we have, give us a call here today. Thanks for your time.